morning. Um, so in my recent Minecraft worlds, um, the previous two hardcore ones I died. I restarted and got back to the cherry blossom biome for the hardcore world, but this is a different map. Um, this is going to be my creative survival on normal forever world, and it's named Everbloom. And so my current hardcore is at Adventure 6 right now. But the middle of this crater was filled more with oak and birch trees, but I've cut them down because I'm going to clear out and use the middle of this since there's sheep and cows here. I'm going to use the middle here as a farm, and then there's caves all around this area too. And then up here, I'm going to, so my animal farm is going to be down here. And then I might actually do a crop farm in this area too. But up here is where I'm going to build a base house. I haven't decided exactly what just yet. I might actually do a Hobbit Hill, considering that's what I was working on hardcore, and then I died. So right now I have an underground base up here. In the distance, there's a nether portal. So I spawned not too far away from this mountain. So this area has fields. It has, there's a smaller cherry tree biome. There's a savanna over there. There's a oak forest. There's birch forest and oak forest. There's a lot of trees. I think I'm only missing a few trees. I'm missing jungle, bamboo. I'm gonna go to creative mode so I could fly and show y'all. So there's a lot. There's a mixed forest over there. There's a birch forest over here. There's a cold forest, so a taiga right over there. I see taiga trees right here too. And in the distance too, past the birch forest, there's more taiga. Or should I say these are, I think, are spruce, I believe. There's another mixed forest. There's a village there. So this village was the one by spawn that I came in. So there's a small village here. There's also another village by this mountain area too, in a different location. But I spawned in the meadow field by the village over there. Like spawn is like literally right there in this area. Of course, there's a meadow field here. And there's the other village, more like a river field type of village over here. So this seed has a lot of good potential. There is quite a few mountain areas. Like this is a crater here that also has a large cavern underneath with dripstone and that stuff. And here's one entrance right here, but I'm actually going to have an entrance with an elevator set up where my house is. So the goal of this map is I'm going to explore, I'm going to do a road system, I'm going to build and that stuff. And this is more of a build for fun and relax type of map. And I want to explore the area too. I'm eventually gonna make a pathway up. Maybe I might keep this portal over here. I haven't decided yet. Um, because pigmen do spawn. There's another spruce tree biome in the distance. But there's only a couple of trees that I'm missing. Um, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave this portal here or if I'm gonna move it. Um, because piglins will spawn and zombie pigmen. Um, and I want to make sure that when they spawn, I want to basically farm them for gold nuggets and that stuff. But in order to do that, I need to make sure the portal is safe. I heard a wolf. Oh, there he is. Aww. I might actually tame this one. Hey, Mr. Puppy. So he should follow me. Um, but I'm gonna come back to this portal later. I'm gonna take this puppy. I'm gonna take him back to my place. And I should be able to do that with the lead. And then I'll get him to sit. Um, but there is pumpkins that naturally spawned here, but there's also pumpkins by the village I spawned, so I got like maybe 3 or 4 pumpkins in my base. So I'm gonna build a house up here. And then I will be exploring too. Okay, I just need him to sit. There we go. So I've been in the process of building some stuff, like I have this archway right here, going down the path, and I only really stopped it down there, which is fine, because it opens up. And then this pathway here, this one goes through the mountain. So I'm basically in the process of making pathways that I can use a horse to travel with. So this pathway is going through the mountain, and this is a natural cave that I'm using, and it branches off in that direction. And also, the path up here, the path is a slab path. So this pathway right here goes over a chasm area. So it's a bit deeper in that area, but I extended the path down here. And I will be mining this stuff in survival too, because I plan on playing in both survival and creative. And when it comes to making paths like this, it takes a lot of resources. So I'm gonna try and plan my paths and that stuff, and build bridges and that stuff, because I like to do that. And the fire spread should be off. I set it to 0, so I'm hoping that there isn't a lot of fire spreads. Or none. I'm hoping there's none. I also plan on making mob creature farms, and I don't mind making multiple of those in different locations around the world, because I really want to explore this map. This is a different map seed than my hardcore one. But this uh, crater mountain area has a lot of chasms like this, in a deep cave and that stuff. And I don't know if this is considered a mountain, like a tall mountain area. Usually there's um, a deep underdark area underneath mountains. You'll usually find them most of the time. So there's a dripstone cavern, which there's a possibility that there might be one down there. Now, I don't know about the city. Um, there is a mountain not too far from where I'm gonna have my main base. There's a couple of mountains. So there's a possibility of there being one nearby. Um, I'll have to see. I haven't explored that cavern down there yet, but I'm also in the process of making an elevator to go to that part of the cavern. And it's on the other pathway. I just needed a break from hardcore because my past two maps, I died from a creeper and two silverfish. So, and the creeper startled me bad last night. Because I couldn't sleep and I decided to get on and continue building in that world. And a creeper killed me and it startled me pretty bad. So this path right here is a natural forming cavern in the system, and it dead ends over here to a drop that goes into the cavern here. And I haven't built in the cavern yet, but where it drops, there's gonna be an elevator system that will take me down and into this cavern. Um, Even though I'm a creative, this is a normal world, so things will spawn here. So this is a dripstone cavern. It's gonna have a lot of water. It's gonna have dripstone in it, stalactites and mites and that stuff. It's gonna have a lot of that. Um, so like big stalactites and mites like this. You're gonna have smaller ones like these over here. Um, you're gonna have water. And in some areas you're gonna have flooded areas of the cave too. And in particular you'll get glow squids that spawn in those waters too. But they occur in caves that are deep, and I might actually have an underground base here too, considering this is a almost circular open cavern here that formed naturally when the map generated here, and that's pretty cool. Now, I don't know about geodes. I think geodes have a chance to spawn, I believe, under mountain biomes. So if the game is considering this as a mountain biome too, we might be able to find geodes here. So I'll have to keep an eye out there too. Whoops, there goes gravel. So that's a possibility. And so this cavern goes further too. And it's I've been running into a lot of caverns and cavern pathways and that stuff all in this mountain. They're everywhere, which I don't have a problem with. Now I do have a home bed spawn, so if I do die, I should be able to respawn at my base on the top of the hill when I'm not in creative. And I plan on trying to find different biomes like the mushroom biome and that stuff too. Okay, this cavern goes really deep. So I could just follow the water down um, as a safe way to get up and down. But I plan on doing like a pathway too. Um, this is huge. So, okay, we're already at. Oh, yep, see a glow squid spawned here and died. So, glow squids have a depth level requirement and water. Oh, wow. So, the stalactite and mites also include the deep slate and that stuff too in this cavern. Um, so this is gonna be a time to mine. What's easy about these types of caves is you get surface level minerals, like that redstone I saw, lapis, iron, coal, diamonds, and that stuff. You can find them easier. Here's some deep slate, copper. There's copper up there too, and there's gold right up there. Um, the issue is with, in particular, the deep stone um, caverns is they're kind of hard to navigate. You can fall to your death a lot. Um, and of course, they're very wide and open. There's some more iron here. And light level you'll need a lot of light level because a lot of mobs will spawn in this area too. Nope, almost walked into that. The issue with a cavern like this too is since when it generates, the cavern's basically cut through rock layers, so that's why I'm seeing lava. There's one singular lava source block coming from there and flowing down into the cavern. There's a lava lake down there. So, and it looks like there's a lot of water source block waterfalls down here too. And it looks like this is a huge cavern down here. So there is quite a possibility of coming up to a city, the underground city here, because the cavern does open up a lot of the depth up in generation. But you have to hit a certain depth level to find the city. So this is a good possibility we could come up on it. If not, there is a mountain, a few mountains nearby that also have the possibility, and I could always find one from exploring in different regions. Oh, there's gold here. So I'm seeing a lava lake situation. So it can spawn with lava. It has on my previous hardcore map. And it's not that hard to notice. It's like a bluish colored block. Hello, Mr. Creeper. See, this is why exploring the dark is more deadly in here. It's hard to see mob spawn. I'm not sure if creative gets spectator mode. I'm wondering if there is a spectator mode. I've never done spectator before. Okay, there is. Okay. So it looks like there might not be an undercity here from what I can see, which is fine. Having a dripstone cave grants a lot of resource ability. Um, so it's fine. Okay, so there is a possibility to have geodes here, which is good. But right now I'm just gonna focus on the caves. Um, there's huge lava rivers, which is fine, and flooded caverns, which you're gonna have in dripstone caves. So that's that's fine. It's normal. This is the cave that is right where my elevator is gonna come down. So it looks like there's a flooded cavern situation here, which is interesting. That's pretty cool. It doesn't go down all the way. There's a geode. So it's got potential, a lot of potential in this area. Oh, there's a mine. I don't think the mine, no, the mine could be, the mine would be under my area where I want to put my farm. Hold on, where is it? I just lost it. Right there. So it's gonna be in the cavern system of this mountain area, which isn't too bad. It doesn't look like it generated huge though, which is okay. But mines are interesting to explore. Um, so that'll be fun to explore later. It's a lot of interesting things. I think that's a skeleton. It's either a skeleton or a zombie. What are you? Zombie farm? Yeah. So what I could do is I could come in and make a zombie farm here. This zombie farms are good for potion making. I just need to note where this cavern is because it is close to my base. Um I just need to note the screenshots and then come here. But making a zombie thing with the spawner isn't too complicated. It's kind of like the skeleton farm type of situation. I was hoping this was going to be a skeleton one, but I'll take a zombie one. It's fine. I'm actually going to do a lodestone compass. So I will put the lodestone. I'm trying to forget. There's a certain amount of blocks that I need around it. I think I need to go 2 down. And I'll have to figure it out. I believe it's 2 below that has to be carved out and then put around. So I'll put a lodestone over here because I think it'll be just outside. Compass. And I'm gonna name this compass the zombie spawn. I'll dig up from it and use a ladder. I'm hoping I find a skeleton one. I'm sure they exist in the world, so I'm not too worried. But I don't even have my enchanting library up. I want to kind of plan on making a library itself. That might be fun. Which would be a bigger project in itself. I'll have to find out if there's a flooded cavern here. Wow, we're going pretty deep here in the ground, but I'm wondering if it's by the farm where I'm going to put my animal farm. If it is, that will help me. Is there a second mine? That'll help me, but I won't know until I can get to the surface here. Should be getting close. There we go. It's like I was hoping it wouldn't be too far down, but it's pretty far, which tells me it might be in that mountain, the mountain I'm in. like on the edge of it if it was this far down. Okay, it's in the mixed. Oh, it is on the edge. Okay, and it looks like it's not too far from the portal over there. So that's good. It's in the mountain area. What trapdoor do I want to use? I could do green for zombie. Do a waxed oxidized copper trapdoor. And then I will put. So, okay, so there's the pathway to my house. So I can make a pathway over here. And what I could do is build a building here and farm out this on survival, farm the trees and that stuff because I want the wood to build with. Because again, I'm going to be building in both modes, both creative and survival. So I'll light up a pathway that goes over there. So it's not going to be too far from my place, which is good. So what I could do is I can make a path over there later. So extending this path out in that direction. All right. So I'm going to put what I've farmed up. I should probably make more chests to store stuff. I'll organize it later, but right now I'm in the process of building up my wheat garden and I may expand this area, but if I do a dedicated wheat garden too that's away from my base, like near where I want to build the animal farms, that would be cool too. Because I want to have like a multiple outpost type of base style, which would be interesting. I plan on replanting trees along the path, but I just want to clear the area so that I can work out the path and then go through and basically terraform the area. And I use creative mode to do a lot of terraforming. I do want to go get some spruce saplings too. I like the spruce trapdoors and that stuff too. I want to try and experiment more with the Minecraft, different textures on the Minecraft blocks too, in builds. I think I got all the wood from that one. I do want to look for a pale oak forest too. But it's rare to find, and it can be found in the mixed forest that has the mushrooms in it, the mushroom forest. It has a chance of spawning from that biome, and it can vary in size. I have seen small pale oak forest without the tree that summons the creature. And it's interesting because the crater, if you look at the grass is colored by the different biomes. So all around this ring is different colors of grass too, which I find cool. I do want to make my chicken farm. I just haven't decided where I'm gonna put it. Um, there's some other buildings situations where I might use creative mode too. If I want to do a rail system, I might go to creative because making powered rails and normal rails for mine carts is very expensive in resources. So to save my world resources for more important stuff, I might use creative for that too. And then sometimes I just want to build in creative too. I see creative mode like drawing and art where the world itself is like a canvas and I just want to be creative and build stuff. But there are times where I just want to be in survival and do stuff too a lot of the time. If anyone is interested, I could try and do pixel art in here too. I do like to do pixel art in my free time. but I might have to dedicate a part of my world map to doing pixel art, um, and using maps to. You could basically use maps to make little posters of your pixel art. Um, I have to remember the map size though, because when you expand on maps, they basically zoom out. And it's been years since I've done pixel art. So I would like to try that again in Minecraft. Now I don't know if I want to do the stone path over here. Um, since it is a zombie farm, I might actually stick with the theme of like green and like blue, like a blue-green color, so that it's also a visual um, signifier to me that, hey, this is a different path. There's something different over here in this direction. Um, and it's not like a normal path, so I don't get lost or anything like that. Um, I will apologize in advance when I do end up getting an Elytra. Uh, there may be times where I die frequently while flying and using an Elytra. Um, I don't typically like using it, but it helps a lot in the Nether and in the end, um, with navigating around. And um, it would be better for me to get more practice in with it. I'm not the best with it, but there are times where I die when I'm trying to land on the ground, and it's just something to work on. I kind of want to do a building for the zombie farm, but a part of me is like, well, you could make like a pixelated zombie head as the building, um, which would be fun to do. I don't know if I'll make a zombie building. I could do like a pixelated zombie art head inside, like on one of the walls. I think that would be interesting. I should have made some shovels too. I might make more shovels. Because it's just easier to move dirt, and if I don't have enough dirt in the area, it looks like I'm just gonna have to go and creative and terraform more. Um, I believe the dogs bark as a warning system. Oh, there's a creeper. I do know creepers are afraid of cats. Um, so I might just put one at my base too later. Um, I know birds from the jungle will warn too. They have a warning call of a mob. So if there's a mob around your base, they mimic the enemy and they make um sounds. So if you have a zombie nearby, they'll do like a zombie call. Okay, I'm getting lost. So which direction did I need to go? Okay, over there. That's one reason why I like creative is access to dirt and stone mostly. Because in a lot of my projects, depending on what I'm doing, sometimes I'll make a mock-up and I will use dirt for mock-ups because they're easy to take down with a shovel and replace the blocks and that stuff. But if you ever want to do anything in a survival creative mode and you need a mock-up, I definitely suggest dirt blocks or grass blocks. It really helps out. And sometimes my builds can be huge. There was one area I was working on one server I was playing. It was going to be a giant mushroom building that was going to be basically an equivalent to like a mall type of situation with different shops on the inside and different vendors and that stuff for people on the server. And it was a huge project. The mushroom was huge and required me farming large mushrooms for their own unique textured blocks. And I used a dirt mock-up to outline the inside, the stalk of the mushroom, and the cap of the mushroom. So it looked like it looked really cute, but it was a huge project, and it looks like I might have to do some terraforming. This area is not going to have the amount of dirt that I need, which is fine. could make a moss pathway going over here. It would make kind of sense because it's like a worn pathway with moss carpet and that stuff. Does make sense. This would be a cute area to have a pond, but I don't know how big my building is going to be, and I need the build space expanded up there by the trapdoor. I've also been thinking about, like, when I do make my farm, my animal farm, if I kind of want to do like a free range or a pen type of situation. Since I am located in an area that has a crater, I could probably get away with a free roam. Um, the issue is animals can't escape by them outside and wander. Um, so I probably could get around that by doing like 2 blocks high around like a perimeter. But I also have stairs, so the animals can get out that way. Um, which I don't mind doing pen system. A lot of people do pens for farms. It doesn't bother me much. And I could do like a pretty building for it. I haven't decided if I'm going to look for a texture pack to change the look of textures. Sometimes I play with texture packs. There's a lot of block resources in this game, and sometimes texture packs don't have a texture for all the blocks. But I could look into something. But I like the textures of the game too. But there's some pretty texture packs out there. I might look into. So if I'm looking at things, I may have to have this be like a back corner type of situation. Um, since there's not a lot here without expanding over the side into the crater. They added like a fog effect with rain, and sometimes it's hard to see when it rains. Alright, how do I want to do this? Like the corner could be right here. Ten. Yeah, that could work. Just have to decide on how I want to build it, though. I could go with the weathered look and mix like these two, maybe. There's also this one, so I could do a darker green. Oh, I forgot about the terracotta too. Well, the texture of the terracotta might work better than the wool, although I probably could mix it. Like this terracotta right here. And of course, there's the concrete one where it's a bit brighter. I need to look up a zombie so that I can have reference. So, I mean, I guess it varies on the texture of the, go with white. Well, it doesn't really have white highlights, so I'll do black for the eyes. So the zombie pixels are, I think, 8 by 8. 1, 2. Yeah, 8 by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could basically put it right here. I might switch the trapdoor ladder side. So instead of it being on this side, switch it to this side. But I'll worry about that in the future here. So the black eyes would be 4 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the nose would be 3 up. So would it be that green or this green? I'll go with this green. There's a highlight. I'm almost done with my attempt at the zombie. It's not exact pixel coloration. It's close enough. It's a little zombie guy. Question is I don't think I want it to show on the outside, but I think it would be cool as like a wall art on the inside. I think I'm gonna alternate the colors of these blocks to give it that weathered look. That looks cool. So the path is going to come from that direction all the way over here. So the door is going to be over here. I am thinking about putting windows on this building. Just gonna try a mock-up first. If I do use glass, it's gonna be kind of awkward with the stairs. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I could probably hide the stairs with a trap door, maybe. But this window does fit. I'm wondering if I should go with like a green. I could do like a green or a lime green. Okay, and then this one would be this one. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, stairs are in place. I think I might go with the dark green. Yeah, I'll have to clean up the edges with trapdoors. I could go with maybe the warped. Okay. Still a bit of gap, but that's okay. There we go. Did I get the wrong layer? No, okay, so there's the top. There we go. All right. Now to do the outside. There we go. This will help bring in more light into the building. Not sure how I'm gonna decorate the roof. I could just do like one block and then figure out the roof later. This building is really not finished. I might do adjustments to the outside too. But I now have a building pointing out to where my zombie farm will be. I still haven't even done the floor yet, but I want to get the lighting done too. Gonna have to rethink of the positioning. Oh no. I don't think it's gonna be an even division, but this will work. As long as it's lit up, it's fine. There we go. So that'll work. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. I'll see y'all later.